Hey guys, what's up? It's Chunks, and I'm coming at you guys with Week 5 of the Mid-Season Champions World League. We had Fulmen Morte versus Shadow Ravens. We came out on top of this one. Score 84 to 78, total destruction 95.77 to their 88%. As you can see, they struggled a little bit on our Town Hall 11s. Got a few of our Town Hall 10s, and then we're able to take care of all the Town Hall 9s. On the Fulmen Morte side, you'll see we were able to take care of all their Town Hall 11s, do pretty good work on their Town Hall 10s, and then we were able to take care of all their Town Hall 9s as well. We'll go ahead and jump into the first recap. It's going to be Claudio. You've seen him before, and he's doing what he does best, taking out the Town Hall 11s with a huge 81% on this one. He's going to start off this raid with a Zapquake to go ahead and take down one of those air defenses, and then he's going to have a pretty easy clan castle lure since it is relatively close to the outside. So he's going to go ahead, get a giant down, get that clan castle out, dragon, baby dragon, and a balloon come out, and then he's just going to lure it over to the corner where his queen is at, put some healers down on her, and let her easily take that out. Has the baby dragon down to help out with the funnel, and that baby dragon will step up as well and help take care of this clan castle. That baby dragon is going to do massive work there. He's going to take out the other baby dragon, and then he's going to work on the big dragon and be able to take out that as well underneath the poison. And then the queen will just basically have to take care of that balloon, and then she's just going to continue her walk up the side of this base. Once she gets up a little bit, he's going to get a golem down and then get a wizard down to create the funnel up top on the top side, and then he's just going to wall breaker this wall open. The queen will meet up with the main group, and then they will all enter the base together. He's going to have a few bowlers that are coming with it. Looks like he's got a few ice wizards in there as well, and gets the Barb King down behind that. Eagle activates, but at this point it's locked onto that golem and the Barb King, so they'll be able to do some pretty good tanking. Gets a baby dragon down up on the top side to go ahead and start taking out some of that trash, just to make sure that the bowlers and other troops are not wasting time on those and are getting into that eagle faster. Has a rage down, so those bowlers are able to take down that eagle and then come straight into that queen and get her down as well. Healers have switched over to the Barb King and are now helping him tank through the base as the queen and the bowlers clean up from behind. He gets that jump down leading right to the core and just waits a little bit longer so that way his kill squad can go ahead and take out the top side of the base. Sends down one test Valkyrie to make sure that it's going to go to the core, and then brings in the rest of them. Has a rage down on them as well, so they are basically able to rip right through this core, drop that Barb King, get that Town Hall down, and then start working on the other side to try to get through into that Inferno. Able to get that down as the main kill squad is still working on the top side, coming around. He's got plenty of bowlers. He has the queen left with the ability, as the baby dragon still working on the outside of the base, and then has a few additional troops in hand that he can use here at the end to just pick off a few additional percentage. Healers finally go down, and he's finally forced to pop that queen ability on this back side. Gets a few archers down to go ahead and take care of the extra percentage on the outside, but basically demolishes his base as a Town Hall 10 coming up against the Town Hall 11, which was pretty huge in this war at the time when he was able to pull this off. Next up, we're going to look at some Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 action. We have Declining Mr. T coming in and showing us how to get the 3-star against another Town Hall 10. He's going to start off with a few minions down at the bottom to go ahead and take care of that free outside trash. He's then going to get the queen down in the corner and allow her basically to step up. Gets a giant down to go ahead and tank against that cannon, and then he sneaks the wall breakers in behind. Barb King is put up on the top side to tank the archer tower, the cannon, and the expo as the queen is stepping up to do work on the inside. She's going to step up, take out a few of those point defenses, get down that first air defense. Barb King lures out the clan castle up on the top side. It's a balloon and hound that come out, which is fine in this since he is coming with air. It's not going to be too much work for him. Queen's going to step up though before they come over and is able to take out that Inferno Tower, and then step up and take out some of this additional trash as he pops that ability on her before she dies out. And then he's just basically going to come straight into where that queen is at with some balloons behind it. Brings 2 hounds coming right into it, and then he's going to get those spelly cells down on the queen, make sure that he drops them on the right side of the wall where the queen is at, so that way they are able to easily take her out relatively quick. And then he's going to get some haste and rage spells down, so that way he's able to get into that first air defense. And then he's got a rage spell and a haste leading him to the next air defense with a 3rd hound coming in. He's got more balloons coming in behind to go ahead and take out the additional towers. and then he gets a freeze down on that Inferno Tower, so that way he's able to take that out without losing any balloons. He's still got a Hound tanking on that backside Inferno as his balloons finally reach over to it. Gets a haste spell down so that way he's able to get into the final defenses on the backside of the base. He's got the lava pups working on that Hound that's still floating around the base. It'll eventually pop in the end, but at this point there's too many balloons left. He's got his backside cleanup working on this base, so even though it did pop in the end, it's not going to affect him too much. At this point the base is done. Good job Declining Mr. T stepping up and giving us the Town Hall 10 triple on that one. We're going to go ahead and take a look at another Town Hall 10 triple. It's coming from the Omega. He's going to step up with another similar style of attack, but he's coming in with the Gobo La Loom. He's going to send one golem down with a few wizards down behind to tank and get rid of the outside trash, and then they're going to step up, take out that mortar. Has a golem down on the bottom side as well, and then he's got a few more wizards down there just to create a nice large wide funnel, so that way everything will go inside this base. Has the queen down behind picking off some of that trash as well, and then she's going to step up and take care of that enemy Barb King, and then he's going to get his Barb King down and a poison spell on the clan castle as it steps out. Boulders follow in from behind. Gets a jump down leading, giving access to the queen, and he has access to both those air defenses. It's going to make this real nice, easy to take care of everything that he needs to on this kill squad. Queen's going to step up, finish off that air defense, and then she's going to get up in the inside of this base and start working on some of those high hit point buildings and eventually be able to take out one of these Inferno Towers and get that sweeper up on the top side, which will make it real easy for him to just at this point come in with the La Loom portion from behind this base and not have to worry about the other sweeper. King is still working on the bottom side as the wizards begin to take off some of this trash, and then they're going to die off. He comes in with two Hounds to the top air defense. They're tanking all of his Seeking Air Mines, and then he has a huge wave of balloons coming in from behind to go ahead and just start working on taking out the trash buildings on the outside. And then he's going to get haste down to get them in, and a rage spell as they come over to the backside of this base. Has a few haste spells as well down to get to the final air defense, and then his final troops are going to get over to that Inferno Tower, take that out, and then get that final expo down, and then he's just got a few balloons that he brings on the backside to go ahead and tank while his core group of balloons finish off the remaining buildings. And at this point you can see he's just onto the cleanup. The air skillies are going to give him some problems and take down a good portion of his loons, but he's still got enough cleanup on the base that he is able to go ahead and take care of this one for the 3-star. Good job, the Omega. We're next going to take a look at one of the 6-packs coming in from our Town Hall 9s. It's going to be I Not Me stepping up big. He's going to bring two different style of attacks, and they're both just going to crush both these bases. The first one, he's going to come in with a few golems, and then he's going to have some dragons on the backside, and then he's just going to straight demolish his base. As you can see, he's going to get the first golem down. They're going to tank those 2-point defenses on the outside, and then he's going to get a few wizards down to create a nice large wide funnel. Gets the queen down to go ahead and start working on that Town Hall since it does have a lot of hit points. And then he's going to bring in a second golem on the bottom side with a few additional wizards behind those to go ahead and get the bottom side of the funnel made. Gets a jump down leading right into the core of the base. Most of that point defense on the outside is already taken care of, so he's going to continue working down through that. Clan Castle is lured out. He has a poison waiting down for those, and then he's able to later get down a second jump connecting him further in to grab some more of those air defenses. He's got the Barb King now, and they're working with the Queen as well, and they're basically both just doing work on the inside core of this base, taking out some of those point defenses and then getting down those additional air defenses. His minion is working on the cleanup on the top side, getting some of that trash down, but his kill squad gets such a huge push in this, they're able to step up, take out all of the air defenses eventually in the end, and he's going to get that enemy Queen once he pops the ability. The Queen is able to get that down real quick, and then she's going to step up and take out this final air defense, and then he's going to start the dragons on the bottom side once he sees that. The guy has 2 ground expos, so basically coming in now, he has 3 of his own dragons, and then he's going to come out with a max dragon out of the clan castle. He also has a hound on the top side, which he drops, but which really isn't needed. Then he gets a few balloons down to go ahead and start taking care of some of that trash on the top side. Comes in on the bottom side though with those dragons, and then a Tesla farm pretty much pops up at the bottom, and he's got a few balloons out in front tanking on those, so they are able to soak up any of the air mines that are placed at the bottom of the map. And then he's coming in on the top side as well to take care of the final buildings that are on the top side, and has a few minions working behind those, but basically absolutely smashes this base. He's got a ton of spells left over in the end, and the dragons are pretty much all still alive that he has. He's got that hound that pretty much wasn't needed but unpopped, and then he's got a bunch of balloons finishing off this base. Ton of spells left over though, ton of troops left over, just basically demolishes the whole thing. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at his second attack. He's going to come in with a Queen Walk La Lune, and then a bunch of minions for the cleanup. But he's going to start the Queen up at the top, let her get some of those trash buildings down, and then she's going to step up and begin working on the top side towers that she's able to reach. He's going to get that first air defense down, and then she's just basically going to walk down the side of the base. Once the Queen begins to tank that cannon, he's going to wall break her open, and then send in the Barb King with a wizard behind to go ahead and take care of some of these trash buildings up at the top, so that way they don't affect the Queen that much. And then she's going to continue down. She's going to work on this Town Hall, take that out, and then he's going to have a rage spell waiting for the Queen as she steps up to take care of the Expo, the enemy Queen, and that Archer Tower. Gets that rage spell down though, and then sends in a group of wall breakers underneath the rage spell so they're able to take out and open up that wall. Clan Castle comes out, and he's going to use both the poisons to slow down the balloons, so that way it'll give his Queen time to work on taking out everything that is up there. She's able to work through that as the rage spell finishes off, and then she's going to step up and take out the enemy Barb King and then work her way into this base. But at this point she basically has full range to work through the top side of the base and not have to worry about too much working on her, as he's taking care of a lot of those big buildings already up at the top. Queen will continue to work. She just has one cannon basically on her, and then she's going to get that air defense, and then the sweeper will not really do too much to her since she has already taken out most of the outside trash on this building or on this base. And then he's going to start his La Lune portion down on the bottom side. He's coming in with a hound or two hounds to that bottom air defense, and then he has balloons coming in behind that, and he's basically just going to let this one play out. As he knows he's pretty much got this one in the bag. The balloons are taking the long path across the base. He sends in a third one. They're going to soak up all those bombs, and his balloons are coming in behind that sweeper, so they're going to have a pretty easy pathing already to the backside of this base to take out all of the defenses that are back there. His first hound pops and just begins to go ahead and have those pups working on the cleanup. He's sprinkling minions on the backside. He's got the Queen still working with those healers on her at full health, taking down the backside of this base, but he's got two hounds pretty much unpopped. A whole lot of loons coming into this backside Tesla farm. The hounds begin to tank, and he's basically just cleaning up now on the backside of this base, but absolutely demolishes this one. Has 3 spells in the end that he's able to just swag on the base. But that's going to be it for week 5 of the mid-season CWL. If you guys have liked what you've seen, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'll have more recaps coming for you, more how-to guides. But until next time, guys, this is Trunk signing out.